Hello everyone, this is Dr. Joel Hamaker. Today I want to share with you a technique that you can use to quickly dissolve negative emotions. This is a simple technique I learned from an enlightened master a few years ago, and she emphasized the importance of using it regularly, not only to keep yourself balanced and happier, but to use it regularly to stay that way in a world that we live in where there's a lot of rapid change and even chaos from time to time. So this will help you stay centered and happier in the chaos. So this technique is to be used with what I call present time emotions, dissolving those kinds of negative feelings, fear, anger, sadness, disappointment, frustration, guilt, whatever, that has arisen due to some current or very recent situations that is upsetting you and keeping you off center. For those kinds of negative emotions that you've been carrying for a long time with you in your beingness due to some incident that happened long ago, or some situation where you're weighted down heavy with making you emotionally dysfunctional. For those kinds of situations, I say it's important to seek one-on-one professional help. But for those little upsets in the moment, this is great. And it's important to understand that when we work with this, that have the understanding that emotions, both positive emotions and negative emotions, are a form of energy. So this technique works with the energetics of emotion. So what is this process? It's a three-step process. Those three steps are: 1, acknowledge; 2, accept; and 3, place it in the heart center. Let's explore each of those a little bit. So the first step is to acknowledge that you're upset, that you're angry, that you're hurt, that you're scared, that you're worried, and that sometimes the emotions are so strong, you're caught up in the heat of it, you're lost in it. So this is the step of taking your awareness back a little bit, realizing that you're upset, this is not your normal state, and you are off-centered. Let's use an example. Say that you're in a restaurant waiting for a friend to show up at a predetermined time, and he or she is very late, and you're getting more and more irritated, frustrated, angry. And it's boiling up in you and boiling up in you. And it's so much that you don't even realize it. Well, the first step is to realize it, to acknowledge it, and that you're off-center, and it would be better to get back into a balanced state, a little calmer. So the second step then, after acknowledging that you're off balance, is to accept it. Realize that you do get off center and into these negative emotions from time to time, and not to feel guilty about it. Not to blame yourself. It happens from time to time. So it's just accepting it, justified or not. And using that same example, you're there at the restaurant and you say, okay, yeah, he or she is late and it's irritating me, and if I stay in this mood and that person shows up, well, then that will start off the evening in a bad beginning, and it won't go well. So yeah, it happens, and that's just the way it is. So maybe I should do something about it. That takes us to the third step: moving and placing that negative emotion. Maybe you can get a sense of where that negative emotion is swirling around in or around you. Maybe it's in the pit of your stomach, maybe it's in your neck, maybe it's all around you. But with your willful intention, your will strength and intention, take that negative emotion and move it into the center of your chest, placing it in the heart center, which is right in the center of the chest, right on the sternum. This is sometimes called the heart chakra in some philosophies. It's just a few inches away from the physical heart, but it's right on the sternum. So once you take that emotion and say, all right, let's just move it into the center of the chest, that heart center, your conscious efforts are done. From there, the heart center takes over on its own, because the heart center has that power, that ability. Its nature is love, acceptance, and transformation to a higher quality. So once you place it there, it can do the process, the change for the better on its own. So then, after several moments, minutes, you will notice that the intensity of that negative emotion is starting to diminish, and that you're feeling better, livelier, happier, more balanced. That's it. So, again, those 3 steps are acknowledgement, acknowledge the negative emotion, accept it, that it happens and that you have it, and then change it by placing it into your heart center. Sound easy enough? Yes, it is. So, next time you're feeling in a funky mood, give this a try. You'll be surprised how often and how quickly you change to the better. And for those of you who might think this is a little too simplistic, I say, give it a try next time you're in a bad mood. I know you will feel better and be pleasantly surprised. Thank you.